Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since last time, but I had family over on the weekend, so I had 2 rest days back to back, which is a very rare occurrence, and I'm carved up to hell. So leg day today, which is good news because I feel ready and I'm ready for it. Thing is, I'm going to change it up a bit. I was watching a couple of videos over the weekend. I've been doing legs since I started training, so it's been around 3-4 years now. What I'm getting at is I've been doing legs and I've been doing squats for the vast majority of these years. I obviously did other exercises as well, but there was always a free weight squat exercise somewhere in the week. So I'm gonna change it up a bit. I know I'm good at squats. I know my technique is fairly good, I would say. Obviously, I can improve it even further, but I would say it's very good. I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to start trying other stuff a little bit because with squats, what you have to realize is there is axial load. So your muscles on your spine, they work when you have a barbell on your back. They're always active, and that, from a standpoint of sustaining fatigue, this is a very big thing, and it tires you out. Squats do that. Even if you're not doing the movement and you just have a barbell on your back, these muscles on your spine, they are active because obviously they want to keep you balanced and prevent your spine from collapsing on itself, obviously. So I mean, for the most part, I'm gonna switch it up a bit now. I was watching a couple of videos, as I said. The name of the guy that he sort of came up with his sort of exercises is Eric Zanicki. Hopefully, I'm not slaughtering his name. I think it's Eric Zanicki, but yeah, I'm gonna try his workout pretty much. I can't really do splits over there unless I can grab a box from somewhere and kind of like set it up. We'll get to that, but for the first things first, I'm gonna try his leg press. So his style of leg press, which is, you'll see. It's an interesting one. I tried a couple of reps. I'm obviously not warmed up. I just wanted to say this, get this out of the way. So now what I'm going to do is really just warm up, gradually add weight, see what I am with it, and then we're going to go from there. But I'll show you what I mean when I say I'm going to try his leg press style because it's interesting. Right. So still on the warm up, but I think I'm going to start talking through it because I've done a few sets now. I've done sets with no weight. I've done sets with one plate, not on each side, just the plate. And then I've done a set with 2 plates, so one on each side. Now I have 4 plates on. So, a couple of things straight away for me. This feels good. And I have a mirror over there, which allows me to see if my butt is coming off and if my back is not properly, rested on the flat bench behind me. So, a lot of people do this, and that's fine. It's half an up though. And I'm guilty of it. However, look, so the difference here when you do this is sort of massive. And I'm surprised I'm actually that flexible because obviously my knees are literally going a little bit beyond my chest. So, which is good. And what I'm more surprised is that I can stay on this position for a long time and just feel the stretch because I don't really feel anything on my lower back. which is good news. And yeah, I mean the thing is, the time under pressure is kind of like quadrupled when you do leg press this way. And all the tension is really on the quads. And sometimes, I will be honest, I do slip when I go all the way down. But I think that's just because of what I'm wearing. It's a little bit slippery. So I'm going to add a little bit more weight because obviously I want to train my legs properly. But this is still, this is kind of like warm up. I'm still stretching. Make sure that I'm as flexible as possible before I go into actual sets with actual weight. I'm going to add another plate on each side. And we're going to go from there. But yeah, this is a massive difference, actually. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, it looked like it on the videos, but I wasn't really expecting it. And what I'm saying is, normal leg presses, the way that people usually do them, it's kind of like an inferior exercise, what's in my opinion. But then as you get to do it more and more, and you get to go to depth, it's actually a pretty good exercise for your legs. I do feel a little bit of stretching happening here. So like on the inner side of the leg. It's not abductors. It's not all the way up there. It's happening literally here. So again, I'm still warming up. So it is to be expected, really. I'm going to add a little bit more weight, do a few more warm-up reps, slash sets. And then we're going to move to the actual weight and see if I can keep my bum down with weight on it. It's just, I think it's going to depend on individual people, whether or not you can come to this position and sort of like stay comfortably here for a while. But if you can, then that would be perfect. And yeah, as I said, come all the way down, stretch, and then up. And that really just puts the muscles under so much tension for such a long period of time. I think this exercise is going to be probably one of the best exercises for leg growth. And yeah, as I said, I feel no pressure on my lower back. Sometimes, I'll tell you the mistake that I just did on the warm up. So I had my hands here, and the thing is, when you hands over, your bum is going to come off. So you sort of have to trust it and obviously use the right weight. Get your chest up, and then push. Right. Right. So, well, let me turn the music down because I can't hear myself speak. So the thing with this exercise, if you're doing it this way, at least, you are not gonna be able to lift as much weight. So here's where I am at the moment. I have 3.5 plates on each side, essentially. So I'm going to try and see if this weight is good enough for me, because obviously I want to keep the range of motion as it is, make sure that my joints are not aching, make sure that my bum is not coming off the seat. And I don't know how it looks. I mean, I have a mirror over there, which is it's pretty good. It's in a pretty good spot. It allows me to see what's happening. But for the most part, I look back at the video, make sure that I don't, I do what I say and not the opposite. So yeah, for the most part, the first couple of reps on the first couple of sets that I did a warm up on, one, I was warming up. But now I should be able to go all the way. One of the things that I will say, if you are going to do this, literally your chest, you almost arch your back, so your chest is like this, so your bum doesn't come off. Because if you're hunched over like this and you literally just try to pin yourself on the seat, I don't think it's going to work as well. Because your bum's going to come off because there's a lot of tension on the back. So let's see if this sort of weight is good enough. So cool. Night and day, the difference. Night and day. Oh my fucking quads are on fire already. Oh, this is this. I don't think I've felt that better before from a leg press machine. And as I said, look, you're not going to lift as much weight as you did before if you were doing half reps. Obviously, this is to be expected. However, I do believe that this, done like this, is definitely a superior exercise. Not just from a hypertrophy perspective, but also from a perspective of joint health, actually putting the muscle under tension, stretching it all the way, which we know it's extremely hypertrophic. And yeah, I mean, my back, it's a weird thing. I don't feel the weight, not the weight. I don't feel my back doing anything, which is really good. Because obviously when you do squats, that changes. But yeah, it's really good in terms of systemic fatigue. I think this is going to be much better. And the burn on my legs, it's real and it's there. That's very good. All right, we're going to move to the next set. I don't even know what's the number this is, but we'll find out. So, yeah, I have to say this again. This is amazing. I've been using the leg press wrong my entire life, and I'm not proud of that. As someone who has the size that I have on my legs, I think it's clear to me that I got that size by doing squats properly and then leg extensions properly. You know, there's always room for improvement. But yeah, for the most part, I've been doing leg presses wrong for the entire time. And my God, the feeling that I have just now on my legs after a few warm-up sets, try to figure myself out and see what works, what doesn't work, what am I doing wrong. And one or two proper sets. This is, it hits different. So yeah, we're going to go to the next set, obviously doing the exact same thing. And yeah, just give it a go then. So probably the best tip that I can give you is to keep your chest out. Otherwise, I think, well, I mean, let me try. If you keep your chest like that and your shoulders, you kind of like hunch forward and you do that to keep yourself down. Yeah. See, my bum is coming off the seat. So this is a weird one because usually, I mean, these are there for a reason to pin you down, but you kind of like have to trust yourself and the movement. Let this come down and pin you on the seat. So chest out, arms out. Make sure your toes are slightly looking outwards, so your knees are moving outwards and they don't come, in contact with your torso too much. There we go. Fuck, the burn is amazing. Oh. And I know I'm not doing as many reps. I mean, this is the first time that I'm trying this. I know I'm not doing as many reps, but the time under tension is significantly higher. The burn on my legs. I'll say this again. The burn that I have on my legs now. But yeah, this is amazing. So I took 30 kilos off, 50 kg on each side. I just took them off. The reason I did that, I just want to see if this is going to be any better. Because I don't think when you do exercises like this, when all of your sets look like this, I think weight, how much weight you actually move, becomes a very limiting factor. Just because the time and the tension that you have under the exercise. Because I mean, I have to look the video back, but I'm pretty sure I'm staying here for more than a minute lifting the weight. And that's a very long time for an exercise. Like to put your muscles under heavy load for a minute straight and, stretching them and then flexing them and controlling the centering. That's good work. So yeah, I mean, I reduced the weight. I just want to see if this is going to be any better, if this is going to feel any better. Obviously, I think I'm going to be able to do a few more reps, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, look, the burn on my legs right now, I've never had that before from my leg press lifting. I've had that before from a combination of other exercises, but even squats. I mean, squats are obviously very different, all right, because they train your entire body. But the burn that I have right now on my quads and then inner quads, I'm not going to say I have a burn anywhere else, but yeah, the top side of my legs, I've never had that from a single exercise, I don't think. Maybe squat drop sets are coming close to that. I think they're coming pretty close to that. Maybe even beating that, but I'm not doing drop sets yet. I'm just doing a set. But yeah. With that said, let's try again. Reduce weight then. Remember, toes pointing outwards, so the knees can go out, and then stretch the chest and bring it up. Nope. 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 Oh, I was going to drop the weight there. Oh, it's not often that, after 40 years of lifting properly and, being a person who cares about technique, range of motion, all that kind of stuff, and takes the feedback and learns, and he's not being a jackass when they tell him that this range of motion is not enough, you need to go all the way. You're going to have to listen to that at some point. But yeah, I mean, look, this is, I'm impressed. It looked very interesting when I saw Eric doing it. I was like, wow, that looks hard. Might as well try it. But yeah, it's a different feeling when you're actually trying it and you see for yourself what it means. I'm going to keep using that pretty much on every single leg day. I'm going to keep doing that pretty much on every single leg day that I do from now on. And I think this will allow me to actually get better as well at it, because I feel sometimes, again, I'm going to have to look the video back, but sometimes I'm pretty sure that my bum is coming up just slightly, but it is coming up. So this requires actually, surprisingly, a lot of focus to just keep your body planted properly and get the most out of it in return. Yeah, one last set here. So this is, I just changed the camera angle just a little bit, just so you can see from a different perspective what's happening. Maybe that helps, maybe that doesn't, but I think it will. Well, one of the other things that you probably can't see, your feet, the bottom of your feet has to be planted. If your heel is coming off, that's not good. That's not good. That means that you're either not flexible enough yet, or your position, so where you put your foot, is not the right one for you. So yeah, be aware of that. If it's coming off and you have to push with your toes and your heel is not properly all the way down, you gotta change that, right? So there's a couple of things starting from the bottom to the top. Heels have to be down at all times. Toes are pointing out slightly, so your knees don't, they don't come in contact with your torso, so you can actually get that deep stretch. From there on, remember, chest up. Literally arch your back just a little bit, so your chest is all the way up, and then make sure that your bum stays on the seat. If it's coming off, if you feel that you're kind of like, doing exactly this, not good enough. Don't do that. Right. That was a very long set. That was very good. We're moving. Do I really want to do quads now? I thought that to myself, but I mean, listen, this exercise completely destroyed my quads. I still have some left in me, so we're gonna literally kill them with this machine. The trouble with this machine is I find it, first of all, it's not straight, so let's start with that. I can see it right there at the bottom, but besides that, I find it very difficult. It's very mentally taxing to try to balance your legs on the way up and on the way down, especially on the way down, just because this is a single leg bladed leg extension, I guess you would call it. So these are not connected, as you can probably see. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do 5 reps with one leg, and then I'm going to go and do 5 reps with the other leg, and then I'm going to go and do 5 reps with the other leg until failure. It's only 20 kg on the side and plus whatever these are. I don't know what that would be, but that's all right. As usual, failure is key. I'm pretty sure the shit is all the way back. Yeah. I think that was five. Make sure I come on this one. Push. 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 I think I need more weight here because I'm going into what? Rep number 20 plus. All right. I think it's going to be the last set, but that's like, I don't know, 20 plus reps, and it's like, so. Yeah, that's it. Oh, no. Oh. I'll add a little bit more weight. So, yeah, set number two. As mentioned, there wasn't enough weight on it. One too many reps for my liking, so I added a plate because this is a plate machine, so you can add plates, which is great. So yeah, we're gonna, well, same principle really. We're gonna do 5 reps on each leg until failure, and then we're gonna go from there. So we have 30 kg on each side. Hopefully that's enough. If not, you know the deal. We're gonna add more. See you on the other side. Oh, I dropped that. I dropped that. One more. Can't go away. Fuck. Oh. Look. Yeah, that was much better. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Right, one more. All right, so that's it. If I do 15, I'm very fucking happy. But no promises there. Oh, it's my legs, my quads specifically, are absolutely toasted, but that's what we want, eh? Right, so into the set. Somebody's calling. That is a bad time to call, mates. Right, give me my mother. Right, that will be that. Oh, yeah, my quads are. They're not really responding right now, so we're gonna move into some leg curls and then we're gonna call it a day. Right, so this is the last sort of exercise that we're gonna do. We've obviously targeted pretty much everything else, especially the quads, except the hamstrings, which target your hamstrings, guys. They're important. My mortal enemy, remember that motherfucker here? But yeah, gotta use that. That was a really good set. Oh, fucking hell. Nah, that was good. So yeah, technique is actually pretty simple. I've said this before. Bodybuilding is simple. It's just very hard. If you wanna grow your muscles optimally, it, the idea of doing it is actually not that hard. You just have to move enough weight, put a weight on that you can move for anywhere from 5 to 15 reps. In my opinion, it's a very good rep range. Do your reps, and do them slowly and controlled and control both ways. The eccentrics specifically, because people do not control the eccentric. It's just the way that it is. Remember, half a rep. If you're not controlling the eccentric, you're really only counting one rep. We're only counting half a rep. You're not. This is not a complete rep. It's a half a rep. That's the rest of the rep. But yeah, keep that in mind. But other than that, bodybuilding is simple. Just move enough weight and control the weight at all times and make sure that you go close to failure. That's it. That's it. It's just hard. My little buddy over here, the one that I hate, at least he's useful for something. All right. 2 more sets and then we get to go home. But these sets are hard. And my legs are gone. Cool. That's it. 2 more. And we get to go home. Oh, I'll call it a day.